is going on, everyone? Welcome on into another episode of the Caribe Swim, Learn to Swim podcast. We're calling this episode number 4. It might be number 5. Let's just go with number 4. And we've got a really great episode for you today. We just put up a brand new video talking about how to effectively make your life a lot easier and a lot more efficient in the Learn to Swim process with just taking like 50% off of the gas pedal. And specifically, we framed it around kicking. And so what we're going to talk about inside of today's episode is we're just going to go into more detail. And seems like this is what you guys want to hear more about when we put up a 3 to 7 minute video, let's say. We have to consolidate down a lot of the nuance of the detail in order to make it really consumable for you guys and easy to digest. But for some of you, you are interested in learning more about the respective subject matter. And so this is for you. We just get to go into more detail and make sure that you're totally on top of it because, our mission here at Caribe Swim is to really change the game on how adults are consuming content and making life a lot easier for you in the Learn to Swim process. And, I thought this was going to happen. Hold on. If you're watching, our puppy is just loving being on camera. So, of course, been sitting here all day and he never wants to hop up. But as soon as we go live, here he is. This is Revy. Hello, everyone. Say hi to everyone. All right. You did it. You made the camera. You made the podcast. Now it's time to go down. He's so cute, though. Will you put him down over there? So that is the episode that we have planned for you today. As always, if there's anything specific that we can help you with, leave a comment in the comment section below. You can just sit there, I guess. Leave a comment in the comment section below. We're happy to help you out. Also, if you are looking to learn how to swim, and you've either tried in the past or you're carrying around a lot of fear, anxiety in the Learn to Swim process, but it's something you want to do, whether you got a vacation coming up, summertime, what have you, click on the link in the description below. On May 15th, we are launching Caribe Swim Learn to Swim 101 course. We are on pre-sale right now, meaning you can purchase it in preparation for the actual launch of the course. Benefit to you is you save 25% off the price to pre-register. And keep in mind, the seats are limited and it's going to go quick. So yeah, that is my pitch on that for you. Would love to see you there. So without further ado, let's hop into the subject matter and let's start breaking down the video. So inside of the video, we talk about, and we were given the context of the video by a viewer who said, basically, and I'm paraphrasing here, that they can kick for only about 30 seconds and they fatigue unbelievably quickly and then are no longer able to continue swimming because of that amount of fatigue. Oh, and by the way, they're not really going anywhere when they're swimming. And by the way, this is really, really common. Whether or not that's great to hear, I don't know, but it's a really common issue. And it makes sense that it's a common issue because if you're trying to learn how to swim, you think, okay, well, in order to create propulsion, I got to have my arms and I got to use my legs. But not so fast. Really? And a great example of what I'm about to say here is Katie Ledecky, the best female swimmer in the history of the world, barely kicks. And that's the thesis of this, which is if you're struggling, we need to take at least 50% off of the gas pedal. And what that is immediately going to do is increase your efficiency, believe it or not, and make it a lot safer for you. When you're first learning, and even people that know how to swim, kicking is the quickest way to the street that leads nowhere. Because your legs are very big muscle groups, which means that when you use them, they consume a lot of oxygen. What that means is that it makes you more tired more quickly. And so when that movement is inefficient and it's also fatiguing you, it's a recipe for disaster. And so, and this is what I say to every single adult that comes into our program: don't start without kicking, honestly, because what will end up happening, and this is going to get into the weeds a little bit, what will end up happening in your body is you'll be thinking that you're not kicking, but you're actually kicking at the rate that you should be kicking, because your body will naturally adjust and it will just become a process that happens without you thinking about it. And it's something I want to spend a lot more time thinking through so I can understand how to articulate it really, really well. But it's very similar to like just your heart beating. Stay with me here on this analogy, because it might miss, I might not land. But you don't think about your heart beating, right? It's not something that you're like, okay, beat faster, beat faster. I mean, you can do things like exercise, stuff like that to get it to beat faster, but you don't have to think about it to do it. Your body just naturally does it. And that's what I'm trying. It's a really not great analogy, but you pull that together with, if your body will just naturally do it, is what I'm trying to say. That's not great.
So like if your body is like a kayak, do you need a however many cc engine to power that kayak forward?
Your body's like a wonderland. Oh, I'm a huge John Mayer fan. Just had to. Okay, sorry. You don't know.
And so like, so say you're in a kayak and you're just, you don't have to speed paddle in order to get to where you want to go. Normally we're not racing. Normally, like when you're in a kayak, you're doing it to enjoy it and look around. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. That's a great analogy.
You need a motor engine for, yeah, anyways.
It's a great analogy.
Trying.
Yeah, it's a lot better than heartbeat. I got a lot of energy tonight. I'm trying here for you guys.
So
I'm
excited for this podcast.
I know. I love it.
To be creating content for everyone out there. So
it is my absolute dream to have the world learn how to swim. And so I just get amped up every single day going outside, filming this content for you guys and making sure that the information is packaged in a way that actually works. It's a huge responsibility, but it's also something that I know we're very capable of doing, and I want to make sure that we do it to the best of our ability for you guys.
Absolutely. I think a lot of the information out there has really been taken over by the competitive swim industry, because it's, usually the facilities are funded through competitive swim programs, or anyways, long story short, it's been a lot of people who are involved in competitive swimming applying the same principles to learning to swim, and the two things could not be further from relatable.
That's so true.
Yeah.
So true. What else? What other sport is like that? Where for some reason everyone, when they think swimming, thinks strokes. But it's not. That's not what swimming is. Swimming is not strokes for the majority of people. Like the mass majority of people. I don't know what it is. I mean, like, man, I don't know. I was gonna say like putt golf to golf.
I mean, that's how it should be, right? Like you
should be, yeah.
It should be.
Like this is kind of putt.
Learn to swim should be like putt. And now I know that putt can get very.
Yeah, this is not condescending at all.
Yeah, and it can be very competitive. Like there's courses for putt, but like I mean, going out with your family, having a good time.
For sure.
Playing putt versus, what's the Masters?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's like everyone can pick up a putter and play putt. and not everyone can do it as well as others, but certainly not everyone can pick up a driver and blast it 300 yards off a tee. Yet all of that we would call golf. That's what swimming is. Only imagine if all of the instructors teaching golf gave you a driver. This might be a new way for us to describe this as we're kind of talking through it. I like it. Imagine if all of the golf instructors at Putt Putt gave you a driver and said, hey, here you go. Time to play putt putt. Here's how you drive the ball. It's like, but I don't need to drive the ball to putt.
That's so true.
Yeah, I just need to putt.
Yeah.
And so what putting is you guys being safe, understanding buoyancy, floating, basic submersion, putting your face in the water, and then basic propulsion. That's what goes into learning how to swim, and that's what we're here to teach you. Mm-hmm. And that's what we are so passionate about. And this is our life's work. This is what we're on the planet to do. And I say these types of things because I want to help you guys so bad that if there's anything that we can do content-wise that you're interested in seeing, let us know. The video I'm showing you guys right now is a response to a viewer that said, hey, I'm getting really tired. But what I want to do right now, if it's okay, is go through the point of showing these clips. So if you're watching this, bonus to you, and because we're going to go into a little bit extra technique here. So this is really important stuff. Oh, that doesn't work. Okay. So what you're going to see here are pointed feet. Okay. This is called a flexed foot and really not good for swimming. This is why, look, you can see how hard I'm kicking. I mean, look at the muscle definition here. No, I'm kicking very, very hard and I'm not going anywhere. And that's not because I'm trying to not go anywhere. It doesn't matter how elite of a swimmer you are, how good you are, how talented, how much experience you have. If your feet are flexed like this, you're not going to go anywhere. Worse off, you're going to tire yourself out so fast. And so that's what you see here. And this is why output and incorrect technique means where you going? Nowhere.
I think it's also important to stress that a lot of times for new swimmers who are kicking, they can be very stiff. Their entire legs can be very stiff, and that can cause the exhaustion with the without the ability to propel yourself forward. It doesn't always need to be broken down to granular technique.
Well, I agree, but I think on kicking it does for that specific thing, because you can be as relaxed as you want, and if your foot if your foot is flexed, you're not going anywhere. But generally, I 100% agree.
Yeah, there's multiple ways in which that problem can present itself. So it's not.
Some would say skin a cat.
Just a flexed foot. That's all.
Yeah, I
was trying to say.
100% agree with you on that. So. And it's a great point. It's a great point. Don't overthink technique, you guys.
Yes.
Do not overthink technique. It's not necessary.
It's my biggest message.
Yeah, 100%. And I probably shouldn't have even chimed in there the way that I did, because it, generally speaking, if you utilize that principle of I'm not worried about technique, I'm just worried about relaxing and efficiency, the technique will come. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's like, have you ever heard the saying, if you start a business and you're in it for the money, you're not going to make any money. But if you're in it for the client and service and really passionate about it, all the money will follow. And it's that same general principle. When you're in it for the technique, you're in it for the money, and it just doesn't work. So, all right. So here's take 2, where you see, watch how easy it is. Granted, I'm a lifelong swimmer. I will admit that. I competed at Notre Dame. This is what I do. It's all I do. And the point of this shot here is to show you that you don't have to exert yourself a lot when you're relaxed. The water will do most of the work and will allow you to glide through it in a really, really beautiful way. Now, I'm demonstrating that with some exaggeration here just to show you, 1, 2, 1, 2. And let's see if I can pull this up live. Katie Ledecky's kick. You're gonna see this here, and look at this. She barely kicks, and I'm gonna get off of that because I don't want to get any copyright issues. But that is, go ahead and look that up. Katie Ledecky barely kicks, and she's the fastest female swimmer ever in the history of the world, ever. She's incredible, and she doesn't barely kick, and she's a distance swimmer, meaning she swims the longest races. So I think we've hit the point. I'm really interested in creating a channel for you in a way that allows you to feel maximum amount of comfort in this process. One of the things that this industry gets wrong is, and we touched on this in yesterday's episode, which was, do swim instructors help or hurt? If you guys didn't get a chance to see that episode, take a look at it. And then our response to that in our podcast. It's a really good one. And I just think we have a responsibility to show up in the best way that we can. So I've hit that point. I'm pretty good with kind of calling it a little early. I mean, we tend to go usually 20 to 30 minutes in these. If there's anything specific you guys want to talk about on a nightly basis, let us know. But the idea here with these longer form conversations is we're going to put out a video every single day. That's our promise to you. We're not going to miss. And we're going to put a response to that video in long form podcast. That's our promise to you as well. We're shooting for every single day. And as long as I'm upright, we're doing it. So let us know how we can support you guys. Don't forget, please, please, please head on over to onlyswimming.com. And you can get there by clicking on the link in any of our videos. So let me walk you through that. You watch one of the videos, you're going to pull it up. All you're going to do, head down in the description, and you can join our mailing list at onlyswimming.com, or you can pre-register for, let me go a little bit further down so you can see it, for our Learn to Swim course. But by heading over to onlyswimming.com, this is completely for free. Just add in your email address, and this will get you on our mailing list, so you are notified every time we put out more content. We can start to create content specifically for you. But then also this website does go into the details of the course. That way you're totally on top of what the course covers, any questions that you have. And obviously this is a great way for us to be more in contact and be able to deliver a better product for you. So head on over to onlyswimming.com. In addition to that, you cannot miss this. If you guys are interested in joining us in our home in Puerto Rico at the El San Juan, which is in San Juan, Puerto Rico, it is a gorgeous hotel, beautiful. We have a 6-day Learn How to Swim retreat as well. That's in 153 days. Guys, it is right around the corner. It's the beginning of October. It'll be here before you know it. And in that, we guarantee you will learn how to swim in 6 days, 25 yards, and 4 fresh breaths. That's me. And you can learn all of the information about what we're going to cover and what we're doing inside of that. So head on over to caribeswim.com for that one, onlyswimming.com for the other. Outside of that, super grateful to be able to deliver this content to you. If there's anything we can do to help support you further, please let us know. Mayor, anything?
Just We have so much gratitude for every one of you.
Thank you. And as this shows, be zen, one with water. Okay, this is the key to swimming. The more you relax and learn how to relax, which is a practice with meditation and breathing, the more the water is going to embrace you, and you're going to develop a loving relationship with it, for it, about it. And you'll be able to unlock a future that you can't even dream about right now. The beauty of learning how to swim is profound. Being able to go snorkeling, the ocean is so healing. The marine life are beautiful. Or only if you're interested, not only, but if you're interested in going swimming in your backyard or community pool with your friends, with your family, making sure you're safe if you have a child. These are all, each one of them is a reason enough to learn how to swim and make sure you're confident in it. And I hope we can support you in that dream. I'll see you guys tomorrow.